With the data center, that was a great example of the city working with the state, again, partnership. Those are powerful. You know, when you leverage the power of state government and the vision and determination of local leadership, you're going to get some stuff done. That opened up a conversation about, are we being really welcoming to those types of businesses? And I think that drives the legislative discussion. So that was a catalyst, I think, and so you have one come out of Northwest Indiana. Again, being close to Chicago helps that situation.
Yep.
And it's a different form of business for the city to get into, and I see them continue to diversify what they're doing.
But just such an intelligent use of, you got great power at that location. You got the water utility, at the feasibility at that location. It's a perfect dynamic of where the high-speed lines are coming through across the region. That's a perfect kind of development for that city in that place.
It sure is, yeah. You saw gaming this session kind of move in different directions around the state. You're looking at drivers, and I think statewide they were looking at, how do these assets work without really expanding gaming too much, or is there a way that we can posture gaming to be more competitive? Indiana, I see us focusing a little bit more on bi-state opportunities, and gaming is a lot to do with that. Who are you drawing from where, and hopefully you're drawing, a lot of folks from out of state. I think Gary, originally was put on the lake. I'm not sure you would do any kind of market study and say that was a good location for it. So the discussions opened up about, well, how do we leverage that asset a lot better in order to help the city? Horseshoe was, pretty well positioned up there in the border, and you have East Chicago where it is as well, and the others that go along the line, toward Michigan City and so on. But the Gary one, I think they recognize as needing to have, to move, and there was 2 licenses there, so that gave some opportunities there too. So I think it just had a lot to do with, okay, is this another thing that we can help the economy with up there? And there were some mechanisms put in place with the legislation to make sure that the other casinos were not harmed. Yeah, I mean, you couple that with the train, some other things that go on, and again, the point that I was making earlier, I mean, if you've ever felt like Northwest Indiana is ignored in Indianapolis, you certainly would have a hard time making that argument at this point. You come in with an entrepreneurial spirit when there's a growing market with opportunity. It's hard to break into the market in Illinois. The barriers are high, and it's locked up in a lot of ways. This should be a period for us to be creative. Take advantage of the growth. It's like catching a wave. Catch the wave while it's there and ride it in. And you were early on that, but I think this is a good time if you're wanting to be entrepreneurial, if you're wanting to be creative, if you're wanting to establish yourself ahead of the market. This is the time to be thinking like that.